Good morning, good morning, good morning, community. How are you? Jenenne Macklin here, transformational speaker, your wealth guide and catalyst. How was your weekend? Let's start there. How was your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? Hi, Anita. How are you, my dear? Where are you? Good morning to the West Coast. We've got overcast, cool out here. Good afternoon to the East Coast. I did not look at the news, so I have no idea what your weekend has been like. Are there any tornadoes, hurricanes, I don't know, flash floods? What's going on the East Coast? Fires, is that still happening? Uh, so it's Monday, and I was struggling to get up because I was just tired, basically. So I thought I asked you, what's your commitment? What are you committed to? Hello, my friend. Yes, this young person has been getting me to France for some time now. I'm going to get there at one point. What are you committed to? What are you committed to for yourself? I always look at life in 4 areas. Hi, Charmaine Jackson. I look at life in 4 areas. Your health and your heart, your faith and your finance. So what are you committed to as you start this week as it relates to your health? What are you committed to as we start this week as it relates to your heart? Your health and your heart, 2 different things. What are you committed to on the other side when it comes to your faith? And then what are you committed to when it comes to your finance? Your faith and finance, your health and heart. Key aspects of our lives. No matter if it's a corona, no matter if it's a war, no matter if it's a flood, those areas are what gets impacted. So it becomes important for us, since we're the ones, remember, you're the one that's running the ship. Your ship called Janice, your ship called Sharif, your ship called Charmaine. You're the one at the helm of the realm. You're the one that's driving it. So when you start your week, what are you committed to in those key 4 areas of your life? Because that's your life. It's those 4 areas. It's either what you're committed to when it comes to your finances and your faith. How do you stand in your faith? How do you own your faith when things are difficult? And then what are you committed to for your heart healing, okay? And your health. Because remember, this whole thing started with a doggone health crisis. People were getting sick, there's a virus. People were then making their transitions. Some that were going to make their transitions anyway, and some who were somewhat caught off guard. That still hasn't changed. While things have loosened up, at least here, people are out and about. Over the weekend, I saw people out and about driving. Everybody's not staying at home. There was traffic again. But that was where we started, was with a heart hurt, because we were losing so many people to some mysterious virus that we didn't know anything about. And it's still going on. And people are still making their transitions, but at the same time, we're learning how to live life. So when it comes to your happiness, what are you committed to? When it comes to the country we live in and those around us, how we treat each other, what are you committed to? What are you committed to do? How are you committed to act? How are you committed to your own sense of well-being in the process? We are coming up on the election, which you know. I think it's something like 2 weeks away. I keep saying it's my birthday. So we take the sting out of the fact that it's an election. November 3rd. It's gotten quite interesting, I must say. I don't know how it is to you, but it's quite interesting. I was never 100% sure that the person not in charge ever really had the virus, so I'll just keep that to myself. I wouldn't have been surprised if it was a stunt. I'm sorry. I really believe his intention at this point is to win at all costs. Lie, cheat, steal, or borrow. But we also know that there's something higher and bigger and greater than him that may not necessarily allow that to happen. So, how's your health? You committed to your health? How is your health? What have you been doing to take care of yourself? Are you getting more sleep? Are you still exercising? We still have to exercise even though we can't go to the gym. Are you eating better? That takes care of your health. And what about your heart? That speaks to how you love yourself, your own sense of self-care, your own sense of, I deserve this. If it's rest, if it's peace, if it's time to work on your project, if you're an entrepreneur like myself, then you need that time to really get clear on what the goal is, what the focus is, what the results are. And then your faith. Throughout this whole process, it would seem like the focus has really been for us to focus on our faith more. What do we truly believe in? What do we truly stand for? And that's across the world. The transformation that's happening on the planet isn't just in the United States or in California or on the East Coast. It's the whole entire world that has said things have to be different. The whole entire world has said we won't live this way anymore. We need something better. We are better. We can be better. So how do we get there? And that's where we are now. And I could be wrong, but I think we're going to be here for a minute in answering that question. How do we become the best that we can be as the human beings on this planet right now? How can we become more aware of our own prejudices, our own judgments? See, we're so quick to look out there. Oh, look what they did, or look what Biden did, look what Kamala did, look at what this person did. But how often do we look right here to say, what have I done? What are the commitments I've made to myself that I'm not keeping? What are the things that I know I need to do that's going to make me a better person, a better woman, a better man, a better mom, a better father that I'm not doing? Where and there have I given up on myself? Because so often we want to be committed to the church. We want to be committed to the schools. We want to be committed to our family. We want to be committed to this, this, and this. And we forget the first commitment we have to make is to ourselves. Because when we make that commitment, then we also make a commitment to the God of however we define that for ourselves. That's the first commitment, is to yourself. How well do you honor yourself? How well do you take care of yourself? How well do you honor the goals that you set for yourself? How often is the language that you use for yourself something that encourages you, empowers you, that moves you to that next step, or keeps you stuck where you are? How often are you saying things to yourself that basically keeps you in the same scenario, doing the same things the same way, but complaining? So this whole time, since March, the underlying conversation really is to focus on you and what can you do better for you, because the better you that you give us is the better you that goes out into the world. It's the better you that has a greater impact on this world, because your energy is better. Specifically, your energy is higher. You're at a higher vibration, and that's the energy you send out into the universe. Whether you believe in law of attraction or any of the laws, the law of gravity or any of the laws that there are, doesn't change the fact that they're true. So the more you do to take care of you, to honor you, to support you, to love you, to accept you, how good are you at self-acceptance? Now, I don't need you accepting yourself, saying, oh, well, this is just the way I am. I'm 300 pounds overweight. I don't have a job. I don't this. That's just going to accept it. No, that's not what I mean when I say accept yourself. I'm talking about accepting the best that you can be, the best that you've been made to be on the planet. That you recognize you didn't come here ill-equipped for this journey. You came here fully equipped for this journey. You have everything you need for this journey. The universe didn't send you here and say, okay, figure it out on your own. Well, they kind of did, but as it relates to what's inside of you, you have everything you need right there inside of you. So the question becomes, what are the things that you're saying to yourself about what you do or do not have? What are the things that you say to yourself about what you do or do not want? What are you saying to yourself about what you want to see showing up in your life and how it shows up? Because you're the orchestrator. Yes, I know on the bigger scale, there's the president and there's the political realm and there's all that. But on the day-to-day, step-by-step, like I'm doing right here, that's all me. That man ain't thinking no more about my feet going left, right on this trail than anybody else but me. And it's the same way for you. So what are you committed to for you going forward? This day, this moment, how is it you're saying you want your life to look? And more importantly, how do you want your life to feel? What are the choices that you can make that you haven't made? because they were too hard. You really didn't want to do them, but the choices you know you must make, you need to make to move you to the next step that you want to go to. How long do you give yourself to continue to sit there where you are and be upset or complain or disappointed or frustrated before you take action, before you take steps, before you come up with a plan? See, some of this stuff is really just to distract you. We don't need news on 24 hours a day about the President of the United States. We don't need that. You don't need any of that. So it's in your control, it's in your power, it's in your hands. Even though you may think it's not, it truly is. Because it's based on what you think right here inside of you is what's going to determine what you're going to do. Even though I got up later than I normally do, and it was closer to 9 than I thought it would be, you guys were on my mind. It's like, I need to be on there by 9:15. Then set up and discover for myself, what's the rest of my day going to look like? But I just wanted to stop by and remind you, you have more power than you may think. You may be sitting there saying, well, how am I going to do this and how am I going to do that? Well, I want to do this and I want to do that. Well, what are you going to do about that? What's the commitment you have to that? What are the goals you're going to set? And then after you set those goals, what are the more smaller goals, action steps you're going to take underneath that? No one's going to do that for you. No one's going to live your life for you. You're the one, each and every one of us are the ones that have to make those decisions and hold ourselves accountable to the goals and the dreams that we said we wanted. The universe is still manifesting our dreams. The universe is still pushing out what we put in it. So long as the universe is on your side, what more do you need on your side? I mean, really. Really. We had businesses, even with this whole time this person has been in the presidency. We've served clients. We've made deals. We've done everything we needed to do in spite of him. So don't look there, and say, oh, well, because of this happened and that happened, I couldn't. Because this and this happened, I chose not to. Because this and happened, I felt lazy and didn't want to. But there's nothing out here really that could stop you from doing what you really want to do when you put your mind to it. There's nothing out here that would really stop the universe from supporting you with what you want to do when you put your mind to it. But it's about you making the commitment. And I get it. It's not easy. I made a commitment to do something, and it was good the first time I did it. But I didn't think it was as good as it could have been. So I was judging myself and giving myself a hard time about it. Then I met with one of my mastermind group members the other day, and she's like, well, you did this, and this, and this, and this. And I'm like, oh, great. I just needed someone else's eyes on it. So I set it up. I rescheduled it. I'm doing it again in the beginning of the year, already planning for next year. So you get to do that same thing too. There's no reason for you to not do whatever it is you say that you want to do for your life and what your life needs going forward for your own happiness. So ask yourself, what's the commitment? What's the commitment I've made? What's the commitment I made in my heart for me? You're going to love you more. You're going to care about you more. You're going to be kinder to yourself. Stop criticizing yourself so much. Stop holding yourself back so much. What's the commitment you've made to you? Now think about it. Forget everything out there, because whatever commitment you make to you is going to be a benefit to everybody around you. So those are the 4 areas: your health and your heart, your finance and your faith. What is the commitment you made in those areas for yourself going forward? Put 1 or 2 points under that. Put 1 or 2 action steps under that. And then let me know what you come up with. And then if you need some support then with taking those actions, those steps, I'd love to support you. But this Monday, what are you committed to? Because the voting is only a small part of it. That's just good. They just have that on the news to take up all of our attention right now, which I never look at. But outside of that, what are you committed to for you, for your happiness, for your fulfillment? And then the happier you are, the more fulfilled you are, the more you will then impact and fulfill and be happy with others. Make sense? So let me know. You can find me at www.JenenneMacklin.com. I have a audio on there right now. It's really around healing your relationship with money. But I think I'm gonna put an audio on there also around just being motivated and staying focused as we go through these transformational times. You're hanging in there. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. I know you're proud of yourself. We didn't see this coming when 2020 started. We thought, it's funny when you look back on it, because I think we thought when 2020 came, it was going to be something, I don't know, just miraculous, and that computers were going to be, I don't know what, and I don't want to say aliens, but AIs were going to be here and there and everything. And 2020 came in completely different than what we may have thought and anticipated. And you know what? Sorry. It's still all good, because we're still here. As long as you put one foot in front of the other and you keep taking steps and you keep taking actions, we will see results. 2020 has been amazing. Probably one of the most amazing years that I know, besides the Watts riot and Rodney King times. So you can look at it that way and simply know that this too shall pass. So what are you committed to? Let me know. 4 areas of your life: your health and your heart, your faith and your finance. Take good care. I will see you on Wednesday. If you're going to vote, get out there and vote. Get there early. If you're in California, make sure you're putting your ballots in the correct ballot box, because the Republicans have put out unofficial boxes, which means that none of those ballots will be turned in. So don't take it for granted. Take your time. Allow time for it, since voting has already started in some states. We don't start here for another couple of weeks. Be mindful. Read the propositions. This is all I can say about the propositions. It is so much back and forth and rhetoric. It's hard to understand which one. You think a yes is a yes and a no is a no, but that's not true. When you read the yes, it's just about almost no's too. When you read the no, it seems like it could be a yes. So take your time with the propositions. Do the best you can. They didn't make it simple for us to really understand what they're trying to offer. It's all written in, I want to say, political language, which to me is language that covers up the truth. So do the best you can. Don't worry about it. Do what you can. Talk with others. See what they see or understand may be different than you. And then go on. Find out for yourself what you're committed to and be about that. Hey, Sagittarius. How are you, Jackson? Take good care. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Hashtag replay. Let me know when you come back. Let me know what state you're in. Let me know how you're doing. Okay? Bye for now.